Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon. Welcome back to Behold God's Word. My name is John Dunn, and today we're continuing our walk in Galatians chapter 2. Last time we stopped at verse 7 or 8. We're going to pick right up at verse 8. So chapter 2, verse 8, Galatians. For he who worked through Peter for his apostolic ministry to the circumcised worked also through me for mine to the Gentiles. And when James and Cephas and John, who seemed to be pillars, perceived the grace that was given to me, they gave the right hand of fellowship to Barnabas and to me, that we should go to the Gentiles, and they to the circumcised. Only they asked us to remember the poor, the very thing I was eager to do. So right there, Paul is saying that so remember, yesterday we talked about 14 years after Paul started, he went and came up to the disciples. He brought Barnabas and Titus with him. And one of the important things that we realized last video was that Titus, even though he was a Greek, was still welcomed in as a believer and not forced to be circumcised as a sign of his belief. And so what we're getting here is that Peter, James, John, they've all confirmed that Paul is preaching and teaching the gospel correctly to the uncircumcised, the Gentiles, and Peter and them to the circumcised, the Jews. And so we're just seeing that Paul's message, even though he didn't confirm it with anybody for 14 years, was on par with the gospel. Okay? So, verse 11. But when Cephas came to Antioch, I opposed him to his face because he stood condemned. All right, so Paul is opening up. He's saying, all right, so Peter, when he came to this place,